getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a litany of injuries coming into this game. A look at the list of names. Pretty daunting.
The injury story certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in at the 1 spot. And for the Pelicans, Jose Alvarado is out there with Brown. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Messi in at the center position. You know, Greg, neither of these teams are at full health here, both contending with injuries.
Yeah, and it's a shame, really. You always want to see teams at full strength, but there's no asterisk because this game's going to count just the same.
Brown finds Olynyk. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level.
And they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Utah. Here's Sexton. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Messi grabs the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. .136 left here in the opening quarter.
Olynyk with it. Shoots over Filipowski. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Collier. Kessler the screen. Collier, that's good.
Timeout.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Payton kicks to Hawkins. Looking to end the run. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So when he puts the ball on the deck, the defense is going to be in a bind.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
First one falls for him.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with it's infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
New Orleans making a switch here. Robinson Earls checked in. And Sexton drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside, Payton. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Utah Jazz in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Filipowski, and it's George in at the point. George, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And he makes the first. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And Utah making a change here. Williams is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Here's Payton following the three-pointer by Utah. The kick out to Brown. Launches it. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Hawkins.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Williams. From the arc. It's rebounded to Murray.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Pass to Payton. 1:25 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as much as 10. George against Brown. Pass to Sensabaugh. puts up a three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pelicans trail by 7. It's Hawkins on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pulls it up. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Sensabaugh. That ball, nice feed that time from George.
3 points.
Sensabaugh's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Robinson Earl. Here's Payton. It's that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Boy, you see the composure from Elfrid Payton right there. Takes on the challenge. My goodness.
Here's Sensabaugh. 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been quite a game for Collin Sexton.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Great Collin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And he gets the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's good.
And Collin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Allman.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And it's Collier missing. Pelicans trail by 8. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Right over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Hawkins against George. Pass to Sexton. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sexton's got 13.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Name attack the shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch here. And George drops them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. To Alvarado, and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Jazz substitution, number 13, Isaiah Collier.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. 1 second left. He can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play.